I'm not getting the outcry from my constituents about what's going on with Cambridge Analytica and this user agreement and everything else, but there are some things that I think you need to be concerned about. One question I'd like to ask before I go into my questioning is, what was FaceMash, and is it still up and running?
No, Congressman. FaceMash was a prank website that I launched in college, in my dorm room, before I started Facebook. There was a movie about this, or it said it was about this. It was of unclear truth. And that claimed that FaceMash was somehow connected to the development of Facebook. It isn't. It wasn't.
Just coincidental. The timing was the same, right? Just coincidental?
It was in 2003.
Okay.
And I took it down, and it actually has nothing to do with it.
You put up pictures of two women and decide which one was the better, more attractive of the two. Is that right?
Congressman, that is an accurate description of the prank website that I made when I was a sophomore in college.
But from that beginning, whether it was actually the beginning of Facebook or not, you've come a long way. Jan Schakowsky, Congressman Schakowsky this morning said self-regulation simply does not work. Mr. Butterfield, Representative Butterfield, said that you need more African-American inclusion on your board of directors. If I was you, a little bit of advice, Congress is good at two things: doing nothing and overreacting. So far, we've done nothing on Facebook. Since your inception in that Harvard dorm room those many years ago, we've done nothing on Facebook. We're getting ready to overreact. So just take that as a shot across the bow warning to you. You've got a good outfit there on your front row behind you, that very bright folks. You're Harvard educated. I have a Yale hat that cost me $160,000. That's as close as I ever got to an Ivy League school. But I'd like to show you right now a little picture here. You recognize these folks?
I do.
Who are they?
I believe, is that Diamond and Silk?
That is Diamond and Silk, two biological sisters from North Carolina. I might point out they're African American. And their content was deemed by your folks to be unsafe. So, you know, I don't know what type of a picture this is, if it was taken in a police station or what, in a lineup, but apparently they've been deemed unsafe. Diamond and Silk have a question for you, and that question is, what is unsafe about two black women supporting President Donald J. Trump?
Well, Congressman, nothing is unsafe about that. The specifics of this situation, I'm not as up to speed on as I probably would be if I didn't have a hearing. You
have 20,000 employees, as you said, to check content, and I would suggest, as good as you are with analytics, that those 20,000 people, you do some analytical research and see how many conservative websites have been pulled down and how many liberal websites. One of our talk show hosts at home, Nick Reed, this morning on the radio said that if Diamond and Silk were liberal, they'd be on the late night talk show circuit back and forth. They're humorous, they have their opinion, not that you have to agree or that I have to agree, do agree, don't agree with them. But the fact that they're conservative, and I just remember, if you don't remember anything else from this hearing here today, remember, we do nothing and we overreact. And we're getting ready to overreact, so I would suggest you go home and review all these other things people have accused you of today. Get with your good team, they're behind you. You're the guy to fix this. We're not. You need to save your ship. Thank you.
Gentleman's time is expired.
Mr. Chairman, since my name was mentioned, can I just respond?
I tell you, if we could move on, just because we're going to run out of time for members down dais to be able to ask their questions.
Okay. I consider Billy Long a good friend. Let me just say that I don't think it was a breach of decorum, and I just take issue with his saying that a very modest bill that I've introduced is an overreach. That's all.
I didn't say it was an overreach. All I said was that I would just remind you of several.
Now recognize the gentleman.
We will make America great again.